speed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide knockouts make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some. Man, charge, now I must proceed. Q-tip, Alicia Heed. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed off dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just weed. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. Do the mobile, that's my duty, pepper seed. When I step up in the place, and yo, I step correct. I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your
Hail to the commanders, hail victory.
You all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. Top gun, shut down your firm like Tom Cruise. Please, let me get down and blow a fuse.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Commanders of Oklahoma City taking on the Black Knights of Tokyo. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And off we go here in Tokyo. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's May. A quick throw there is incomplete. Look at this defense. They know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. They'll try and throw forward May. That is caught. And out across midfield down to the 45. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. On play action, May. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To the air, May. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball 3, and it's 4th down.
From from a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down. Here's May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown. Malik Neighbors with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Black Knights get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. When you look at this defense, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Looking to throw, May. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Throwing now is Rodgers. That one taken in by Neighbors. So the completion good for 6 yards.
6 yards.
And it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage. And threw him for...
Oh, what a juke into space. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Rodgers going to throw. Now he's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
At the Commanders' 2-yard line.
2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Play action. May. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Setting up a screen for Harvey. He's got room past the 30. And all the way up to the 46. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
24 yards. That's good for an Oklahoma City 1st down.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field that took away his intended read and almost dared him to try to put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. That one caught. It's Horton. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Commanders' 1st down.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's May. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And they go play action with May. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you've got a squad that's and all the way in for the touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. After right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Commanders, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. 47 yards. And the Black Knights take a 3-touchdown lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
Commanders, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They're on the 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and now he winds up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
3rd and 8.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing here is May. A quick throw there is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Oh, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Now a first carry here for the running back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
158. We are going.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Nice little juke. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise,
and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Lucas Van Ness just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
158. Hey, 88.
Now Rodgers. This is caught. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Rodgers pass. Intercepted by the Commanders. It's a turnover on downs.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Chloe, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling you that I'm leaving with a bag.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll give to Taylor out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he rifles one incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They'll try and run. And a loose football. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will take it in for a touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Black Knights take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Harvey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. And really, they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game. And I think it's been led by what you just...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Jihad Campbell.
Hayes pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made at the
brought down that time by Quay Walker.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get...
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now Rodgers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Black Knights look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
It's
a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's May. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3 and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll throw with May. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. But by the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed.
A gain of a yard. And an Oklahoma City
to the air, May. Now he's going to step up and run. And that's complete to McCaffrey. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, what's up?
From the gun, it's May. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw, it's May. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Deonte Banks with it. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A shutout. Now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Black Knights 42. Commanders nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
At the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. They're going to throw. May. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 139 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Rodgers looking to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking at all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
At their own 35-yard line.
Offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory. I know we're talking about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Tokyo, they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-13 campaign. And this front office will have plenty of work to do in the draft and through free agency.
Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up, 'cause we